Hello, geeks and gamers. Matt Lemke here with Through Gamer Goggles, gamer-goggles.com. Today we're doing another box breaking. This box breaking is Tenka from Victory Point Games. Unlike most of my box breakings, I am aware a little bit of the contents of this box because Victory Point Games was at Origins Game Fair and we got to discuss the game a little bit. Tenka is a game about feudal warfare and political struggle in Japan. Inside the box, am I doing this right? Doesn't feel right. It's a nice box, nice tight fit. More has gone into this box than mere components. The ideas refined and improved, developed and delivered give credence to our motto, the gameplay is the thing. That's a good motto. Inside the box, you have the rule book with the introduction, all the game components, the terms you'll need to know are right on the second page. You have the card anatomy on the third page, how to set up the game. A lot of pictures, which is very good in a rule book in my opinion. The sequence of play, actions, here's a example of battle in the game. They go through step by step and the aftermath of it. Then they have winning examples, how to win and different strategies in the game. Variant rules, the design history of the game, and on the last page you have a quick reference chart for the different phases of the game. Now, the components are, well, cards, an emperor's palace, a lot easier to get it out that way. A little brochure on Cosmic Games, more information on I said Cosmic Games. Victory Point Games is what I meant to say. And more information on the games that Victory Point Games makes and produces. Part of the game board. And then we have the different, well, these are all identical. They're, except for color is different. Those are the different feudal warlords, I'm guessing. Which again, I only knew a little bit about the game, so this is back on par with not knowing what is in the box and it being my first look with you. Oh, it's good plastic. Cards. The cellophane won't leave me alone. The cards are a pretty rigid stock. They're not a high gloss. They're a little stiff. I will probably sleeve mine, maybe, and I'll zoom in a good bit so we can take a look at some of these. They're color coded, so they probably match the colors of the player charts, and the game is for 13 and up and 3 to 4 players, and it should take roughly 45 minutes to an hour to play. But you have female warriors, prosperity, the different cards that you need to basically play the game. And, well, let's look at Spy, because it's something I'm familiar with, a ninja. Spy, pitch during your turn to look at another player's hand and choose a card from it. Put that card into your hand. There is apparently a good bit to the strategy in the game, based off the fact that it's a card game and has a board that you set up and build. And let's look at the other set of cards that came with the game. Again, these are color-coded as well. We have a knight, which is samurai. You have pitch. During the battle, call to arms, add 2 to a side strength. You can only pitch 1 per battle. We have a lord on shoe. Very interesting. I like the art, but I've always been fond of the Japanese and Chinese historical combat. Being a martial artist, it's always been a fancy of mine. Whereas warlording and feuding Japan is not something I'm very familiar with. I like what they have done with it. I like the depiction of the samurai on the sword with a pole arm, or its equivalent, which this one's probably not a naginata, it's probably just a traditional pole arm. But a lot of these cards seem to repeat, so there's going to be a lot of strategy in how you use them and combine them in the game, which we are going to do at a later date. So if you see Tenka All Under Heaven, the second edition out there, you get the draw pile and discard pile card. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to call them player cards, but we're going to take a look at the rule book real quick and see what they are. They are player mats, and that is the game mat. So I was right on that set. So basically, you can play with 4 players, but they give you play mats for 6 players, so you get to pick your color. And in a couple days or so, we're going to have a how-to video or actual gameplay while we learn how to play the game, depending on how complicated the rules are for playing the game. Oh, and of course, I can't forget the little Emperor's Pagoda piece. And that is the contents of Tenka from Victory Point Games. This has been a box breaking with Through Gamer Goggles, gamer-goggles.com. If you have any questions about the video, or you like the video and you're watching it on our blog, just please ask us anything you want to ask us, or if you want to follow us on the social media links, they're on the right hand side of your screen. Thank you and have a good day.